Put a thumb up.
Yo, salute to everybody already here in the building. You guys know what time it is. We are back, the Graphk and Hammer Show. I am one of your hosts, Graphk Raider Man. Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. As always, I appreciate every single one of you guys, but I am not here alone, you guys. I have my brother and my co-host, Mr. Hammer's House, man. How we doing, bro?
Raider Nation, your tribal chief is in the building.
Acknowledge me.
You are acknowledged, kind sir. And once again, the greatest chat in YouTube history is acknowledged as well. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, break them thumbs, hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. We once again definitely appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning in today. A lot to talk about, man. We're going to talk about a few cuts, a few pickups. Camp is underway right now, Hammer. Right now at headquarters. They are indoors today, so they are not out in the Las Vegas sun where I think it's over, it's supposed to be like 108 degrees or something like that today. So it's nasty, nasty work out there in Vegas. But how we feeling right now, brother?
Good. Looking forward to, you see it in the top left corner. 3 days, 7 hours, 57 minutes away from kickoff.
Yeah.
Week 1 of the NFL preseason for us. We open up where Uncle Pete used to work, Seattle.
Yes.
Facing his own team, his old team, the Seattle Seahawks. I wish Thursday was today. I'm just really incredibly excited. Going through camp these last 2 weeks, I really want to see what some of these developmental players are looking like. I'm really looking to see who's ready, who's not, and who is it we're going to be talking about come Friday in terms of who's going to be here or who's going to be cut.
Yeah. Salute real quick, the Green Dot Gang. I see you guys heavy. Salute to the Mod Fathers in the building as well. We will give our takes, you guys, on SummerSlam yesterday at the end of the show. So stay tuned for that as well. Everybody is here for the Raider talk. But real quick, it looks as though Chris Smith is out there in Lonnie Johnson Jr.'s role right now. So it looks as though he's going to be the guy rotating in and out at the safety spot for Lonnie Johnson, at least for right now. And I spoke about this yesterday, Hammer. I know a lot of people want to go out there and look at some other guys, you know, Quandre Diggs, Justin Simmons. There's a few names out there that's still available. Quandre, former Pro Bowler, played under Pete Carroll, I believe, for 5 or 6 seasons, something like that. I mean, I see it, I understand it, but I think that we already have some guys in-house that can get it done in that role. Because once again, people are forgetting that Lonnie Johnson Jr. was really just a rotational guy. You know, we got Chris Smith, we got Trey Taylor in year 2, JT Woods, who's been a safety up to this point, and now, you know, Pete is pretty much having him at corner at this spot. Maybe he can rotate in and out as well at the safety spot. But what do you feel right now with Lonnie Johnson Jr.? It looks as though he'll be out for an extended amount of time. Nasty injury, man. Salute to him. Hopefully he returns sometime this year. I know we'll place him on the IR and hold on to him. But what is your take right now with the safety position? Do you look elsewhere, or do you just hope that one of these guys in the building can already step in?
I think we go by what we have in the building right now. And look, not surprised with Smith. He's been around already. Like, look, it's next man up mentality right now. Would I like to see Trey Taylor get a little bit more looks? Yeah, I absolutely would. But take it one day at a time right now. I'm not really – I know we've had a couple of signings, but it's not like some really big name signings within the last 24 hours. But – right now, with what we have on this roster, we are in a very good place. So we take it as it goes right now. We know who our starting safeties are. Who's this? I know we've talked about Jamal Adams, and he's going to be playing linebacker, but who's to say he doesn't get any reps of safety as well?
Well, he's a guy, once again, that can add some value there if need be, right? We already have a deep linebacking group, and with Jamal Adams in the fold, it looks as though he'll be a specific situational type linebacker. You know what I mean? Like he'll be getting after the quarterback. But once again, I don't think he's going to be a starter at this point. He'll be a rotational guy at the linebacker spot. Could definitely utilize him at the safety position as well. And I love that Hammer talked about this because yesterday, you guys, we did make some moves. It looks as though we're still looking at the offensive side of the ball. I'm actually kind of shocked that we moved on from Kyle Phillips. When we first signed him, former UCLA product that played under Chip Kelly at their time in UCLA, a guy that's been helping, return kicks, special teams up to this point. I did a video when we first brought him in, and I'm like, this is a camp body, you know what I mean? But then you're starting to hear things. I'm not saying that he was standing out at all, but he was out there getting some reps of special teams. It looked as though him and Dylan were kind of battling it out there. Well, we moved on from him. So Chip Kelly, I guess he's seen what he had to see. Moved on from wide receiver Kyle Phillips. Also moved on from tight end Pat Conroy. Both were waived in corresponding moves, you guys. We brought in Albert. I always butcher his name. Albert Aquabum.
Look, I looked at it before, and when I looked at it, I was like, do I want to attempt to pronounce it or just leave it? Because I hate butchering names. It's something that I have had to deal with throughout my entire childhood. So I don't want to butcher somebody else's name.
We'll call him Albert O at this point. But so we move on from we move on from tight end Pat Conroy. We bring in another tight end, Albert O, former 4th round pick of the Denver Broncos. He just really has not panned out at the next level up to this point. He's played for recently the Philadelphia Eagles in 2023. He has appeared in 30 career games in total, 54 receptions, 546 yards, and 4 touchdowns. This is according to Raiders.com. Also, we bring in Quan Baker, former 7th round pick of the New Orleans Saints in the 2021 draft. He's appeared in 2 games for them, has not really done anything up to this point. I mean, real talk, he's only appeared in 2 games since 2021. Former South Alabama product. I believe at one point he was popped for PEDs as well. So it's going to be interesting to see, if this is just another camp body situation or if they think that he can move the needle and kind of make that, that back end of that wide receiver group. We shall see. But once again, I know, right? Once again, the Raiders move on from Pat Conroy, tight end, wide receiver Kyle Phillips, and then corresponding moves, bring in wide receiver Quan Baker and tight end Albert O. What do you think about these moves, man?
I'm not surprised with Phillips because when we did that live where we kind of broke down from 82 to 53, we didn't have him on that depth chart.
Yeah.
So gone earlier than we expected, but he wasn't somebody I expected to make this roster anyways. So wish him the best in his future endeavors, most definitely.
Facts. Salute to AC. Salute to everybody here in the chat as well. Always supporting what we do. Salute to Jersey Raider. What's good, nation? Hope to see y'all this year at Bar A. Raiders was at SummerSlam last night. That shit was fire. We're definitely, once again, Jersey Raider, going to talk about that here at the end of the show. So stay tuned. I love that you had a ball out there. Look lit out there, especially the way the show ended. And we're going to talk about that. Let me see. Hug. Heard Philip Dorsett has some nasty routes with his walker with tennis balls on the feet. We'll say this. He's come up with a few touchdowns in training camp. I believe he's been out there getting some reps also as special teams, returning some kicks. The veteran, 32 years old, I believe he hasn't played in the league for 2 years, I believe. I think last he was seen was with the Denver Broncos. So I would be shocked if Philip Dorsett made this roster. But once again, moving on from Kyle Phillips, it's kind of interesting. Maybe they see that the spot for the veteran Philip Dorsett. Once again, he adds value in special teams also. And I don't think he's going to provide you a ton of reps at the wide receiver position. But hey, Hug, I've been hearing some good things about him up to this point, and I get a chance to see him next week when I get to Vegas. So I'll keep you guys in tune with what I see live and live in color with the Niners game. Because I'm expecting, if Dorsett's still on the roster, to play a ton versus the 49ers at Allegiant Stadium. Salute to Coach, my guy, $5 Smackaroony. I'm concerned about the line situation. I feel like they're getting cute instead of just leaving guys to play the positions they're supposed to play. Well, Coach, I agree with you because I want JPJ at the center spot, but it looks as though more and more, day in and day out, it looks like Jordan Meredith is going to be the starting center, unless this is some type of, misdirection that Pete and Spytek are just trying to play, which I don't know who they're trying to fool. So I don't know if, once again, if they're just kind of holding their cards close to the chest. But
ultimately, we find out come week 1 in New England. That's it.
There you go. But once again, it is interesting because Jordan Meredith was asked earlier on in the offseason to move over to center. That just came out. He did a presser a few days ago and was speaking about the brass asking him to move over to the center spot, where he said, he played a little bit there at college and so on and so forth. So interesting that they already kind of pinpointed him as a center. We'll see. Only time will tell. Salute to Savage, also gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships. Salute to my brother, man. Salute to all the Green Dot Gang in the building. If you guys want to become members of both of our channels, hit the links. They're pinned up top. If you guys missed out on these 5, no worries. Hit the link. They definitely help us keep the lights on up top over here at Shieldmore.
Shout out to those 5 and
Welcome to the dark side.
There you go. Salute to Unc, Mr. Violator himself. I'm going to be at the Raiders and Niners game. Hope I can meet you, Graphk. Buy you a beer, King. Let me know. I'll be there, brother. Just DM me on Instagram or Twitter. I'm definitely down to link up with everybody. And I'm thinking about doing a potential meet and greet, some drinks over at Barcode Cody's that Sunday. So I'll keep you in the loop. Me and him are texting back and forth. I'm trying to get something with the nation, man, some type of get together. So stay tuned. Salute to our brother Zahn in the building as well. Hug D's. Rebel says, breaking news, Eric Stokes with the red zone pick on Geno. That's great. You want to hear that because Geno's been lighting it up at camp. And, it looks as though Eric Stokes right now, the more and more reports that are coming out of Vegas, it looks as though Stokes is in the lead for one of them starting corner spots.
Seems like Jacorian Bennett is on the outside looking in for one of those starting spots right now from things I'm hearing.
He came up with a nice pass breakup today, and we'll show a few videos. Salute to everybody that's out there covering our team. Boots to ground, a couple videos from Jesse Merritt and some other guys. Stay tuned. But and I'm gonna show you this video. It was a nice pass breakup, but it sounds as though, bro, he's kind of the odd man out at this point. Hammer, to be real, it looks as though DCam and Darian Porter are battling for that other starting spot, and it sounds like Porter kind of has a leg up right now on DCam. So, Pete likes a specific breed of corner, and Stokes fits the billing. And, Darian Porter fits the billing. So I'm not shocked about this, but we shall see. Things can change as training camp goes on. And once again, when preseason happens, you're going to see Stokes out there. You'll see all these guys getting some looks, and then we'll kind of get a better idea where we are in terms of, our corners. So stay tuned. Let's get these supers in real quick. Once again, man, salute to everybody here in the building. Salute to J-Ro on the $20 holla. Fellas, I was with the majority and thinking that JPJ was going to be one of the best centers in the league, but I'm starting to think that I know nothing about football. The last 2 regimes did not see him as a center. Look, Ro, I guess me and you, a few others in the nation, and JPJ himself, just look at him as a center, I guess. But once again, I'm going to let the guys that get paid to make these decisions make the decisions. But Ro, you are not, you're not crazy, brother. I'm telling you right now. I think this is a massive mistake playing him at the guard spot instead of the center position. And I also think that this is kind of messing with his psyche a little bit in year 2 because he came into this season, already hyping it up that he was the starting center. So, but only time will tell. We'll see. JPJ is a professional. He's literally, Max has got his arm around him. You know what I mean? So look, he's with one of the most competitive people in the world with Max. I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be fine. Wherever position he plays, he's going to play at a high level. But I do believe, once again, like J-Rose said, that he's a better center than he is a guard. But only time will tell. Salute to J-Ro. Appreciate you, my brother. Salute to Ruben Rust as well on a $5 special. Kyle was probably depth / camp body for the slot. And I talked about this on the initial video that I uploaded on the channel when we first signed him. I agree with you. Dorsett probably came in and was better. Baker is a camp body to play outside during preseason. Talk that talk, Rube. This is facts. Because once again, I think that they already know what they want at that wide receiver position. But it's going to be interesting because we talked about Tommy Malot, little bro, a lot over here. And now I'm starting to see some of the beat writers and other people talk more about he hasn't really done anything to stand out at this point. I know Hondo put something out there. I know Jesse Merritt, I believe that's his name, spoke about that as well, that he really hasn't stood out up to this point. We got to kind of give him a little grace period, you guys. He is converting from quarterback to wide receiver.
You give him preseason.
Yes.
And if it pans out, it does. If it doesn't, you'll be on the practice squad, respectfully.
Yes, I agree. But Rube, definitely, these are camp bodies. I don't think that any of these guys that we brought in are going to make this roster. But I'm keeping a close eye on Malot, because when you watch his tape, he's a dynamic playmaker. Hammer, and I think maybe he's more of a game time guy than a practice, because once again, they're being very patient with him. They're just trying to get him up to speed with the position at the next level. I watched him run a few routes today, a few videos I've seen. I'm not majorly impressed, but once again, game is different than just practice. So we shall see. But you can see it when Trey Tucker's out there running. I seen Dante literally run off camera. I think Levi uploaded a video, and he was so fast, bro. He ran off camera and then came back and got the ball. And it was like, holy shit. It's just levels. You're seeing different guys. Jack Besh, the way he comes down with the football, right? Strong hands, physical route runner. It's just, I'm waiting to see Malot come up with one of those type of plays, but only time will tell. I'm excited. That is probably him and Cam Miller are two guys that I'm excited to watch the most come preseason, come this Thursday. I want to see what these guys can do. Salute to the starting spots. There's only so many of us to go around. Salute to the starting spots. What do you mean? Oh, I think he just means starting spots. So, doom. Salute to the starting spots on a $2 smacker. Rooney Hammer over there smoking like a mob boss, bro. You look like you're like the last man on Def Jam Vendetta.
The conversation that you and I had off air the other day with the message from Wasted. Yeah, I'm not even using that one anymore. Number one. Number two, apparently they're banned in the country now too. So yes. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, my dog over there looking like he tougher to beat than Fat Joe on Def Jam Vendetta. Salute to starting spots. Appreciate you, my brother. Salute to CGR gifting 5 Raider Nation News Today memberships. One of the GOATs, CGR, always coming through on Blessed channels. My brother, he said he gifted himself a membership. You love it. Once again, for those who are just joining the show, the Raiders made a few moves. I'll go over it real quick. Once again, nothing to really be excited about, you guys. We did cut tight end Pat Conroy and wide receiver Kyle Phillips. In corresponding moves, we brought in tight end Albert O and also wide receiver Kawan Baker. This is a guy that hasn't, I don't believe, played a snap at the NFL level since 2021. So some guys that are coming into some camp body type shit. I don't know if these guys are even going to even sniff the 53-man roster, let alone the practice squad. But, hey, it is what it is. Raiders are making moves out there. Albert O, up to this point, you guys, he's played in 30 games, 54 receptions, 546 yards. He has 4 touchdowns in his career. And then once again, Kawan Baker's played in 2 games, and he has not one. I think he has one combined. It's a one combined tackle. So I'm assuming it was a special teams rep. He has no stats at all. None. So one combined tackle, one solo tackle. That's it. So, and once again, that came in 2021 after the COVID year. So camp bodies, like your life depended on it, right?
Pretty much.
Also, we talked about the Lonnie Johnson situation. I spoke about it yesterday. There are some names out there, and I want to give the Raiders Wire some credit today. They put 3 safeties the Raiders should consider signing after the significant injury to Lonnie Johnson. I spoke about Quandre Diggs. We've spoken about him a ton before. Ian Rappaport did put a tweet out there not too long ago that veteran safety Quandre Diggs, whose 2024 was cut short because of a Liz Frank injury, is fully healthy and cleared to play in 2025. Sources say he plans to be on the field. Prior to last season, the Pro Bowler played in at least 16 games from 2020 to 2023. Once again, this is a guy that played a ton under Pete Carroll, 5 seasons out there in Seattle. We talked about Justin Simmons. I don't see that happening. And then another name that they mentioned was Marcus May that we've spoken about as well. He's played for the Dolphins, the Chargers, also the Ravens, I believe, right? I could have swore he was a Raven. Marcus May?
I think he was.
Yeah,
the name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he played for Baltimore at one point.
I believe so. Let me bring this up, but I don't think that this is going to be a name that we're going to bring in at all. He's 32 years old. I'm looking right now. So New Orleans, the Jets, Miami, the Chargers. Okay, so he didn't play.
Why does that name sound so
because it's Marcus, another safety out there, and I'm drawing a blank right now. Let me get my coffee in me real quick so I can get my thoughts together. But salute to Raider Wire, man. I'm not looking in any of these guys. Just with what we have in house right now, I think we're pretty deep at the safety position. Let's just keep running with what we got. Trey Taylor, want to see what we have with him. Chris Smith out there working in the absence of Lonnie Johnson. Once again, still have Harper in the mix that can play in the slot and play the safety position. And then JT Woods as well. I think we're okay. We're good to go. I know that a lot of people want some of these sexy names per se, the Justin Simmons of the world, the Quandre Diggs. But, you guys, there's no reason for it. You know what I mean? Like, I think Pete is going to work magic with what we have in the building. So stay tuned. We shall see. Not saying that the Raiders won't look outside the building to bring in some players, but only time will tell. Salute to WI. Debo isn't a practice guy, but a baller in game. Talk that talk, my brother. Salute to Raider Ryan as well. Gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships, my brother. And then Raider Ryan doubles back and does 5 Raider Nation News Today memberships as well. Raider Ryan, we appreciate you, my brother, so much. Real talk. Thank you for everything that you do for our platforms, my brother. Real talk. And I mean that. Every time I say this to you guys, I mean this, man. You guys keep the lights on over here. You guys have no clue what you mean to what we do. And salute to the my father himself. Hug Dizzle, gifting 5 OLV Raiders Network memberships as well. The GOAT himself. Salute to all the new members in the building, man. We appreciate you guys so much. Green Dot is growing every single day because of you guys. We appreciate you. George Manley, JPJ becoming the next Quentin Nelson can be a big win for us. Get the best 5 out there. JPJ is enough of a we guy instead of a me guy. Raiders, George Manley, you ain't
I like that.
And hopefully you're right. But once again, Quentin Nelson is a different beast.
But a lot of people have been talking about this whole thing with JPJ over the last week and a half, like about being a pulling guard. I can fucking see that 1,000%. The kid could fucking move, and it really realistically should be the very best offensive lineman we have starting out there. If that means they think that Meredith is one of those 5 guys, you have to insert him one way or another. So maybe Kappa isn't that guy at right guard that we've been talking about. Maybe we have Miller, Parham, Meredith, JPJ, and Glaze.
Yep.
We gotta wait and see.
Real quick, man, I want to give Jesse Merritt. He's a new guy on the scene with the Raiders. Salute to him. Silver and Black Sports Network, I believe. I know he's new to YouTube, and he's tweeting away at camp at Henderson. Salute to him. If you guys have not given him a follow yet, make sure you do on Twitter. Jesse Merritt. 9 minutes ago, defense is winning the day early on here at Raiders practice. I love to hear that because we've been hearing a ton about the offense. At the scrimmage, it looked as though Gino and them were balling against the twos on the defensive side of the ball. Eric Stokes with the red zone pick against Geno Smith and the ones. It was a fade ball to Brock in the end zone. Nice play. Great to hear from Eric Stokes. Chris Smith II just spoke about this, getting his first crack at the high safety spot opposite of Palomau and the big nickel look for the Raiders. That's the spot Lonnie Johnson was in before he got hurt. Just spoke about that here a second ago. Nice pass breakup by Jacorian Bennett in coverage against the much larger Colin Johnson. Great. I'm going to play this video here in a second as well. You love to see that because Colin Johnson is 6'5", 6'6", you guys. Jacorian is like 5'11", 6 foot on a good day. So great sign. This was a great pass breakup. I'll bring this up here in a second. Nice one-handed catch on the back shoulder fade ball by second rounder Jack Besh. Definitely got to play this video as well. Who was that in coverage? It looks as though I can't see who this is in coverage. I'll bring the video up. JT Woods has lined up at corner for the Raiders so far, but he has been a safety in the league. I talked about this yesterday. And I want to bring real quick. Let me get Levi up as well because I know he's out there tweeting away. Salute to our guy, Levi. Hold on. While I do this,
Will Hernandez isn't even a topic of discussion. Like our offensive line depth chart right now in camp is incredibly deep. We don't need any additional offensive linemen right now.
Geno Smith once again, you guys, finds Dante Thornton Jr. for a touchdown in red zone drills. The route tree is certainly expanding. This is funny because we spoke about this with him on the show. The route tree thing was never a thing, you guys. Once again, it was the Tennessee offense. It's how that offense operates. If you watched them at Oregon, you know, you've seen the route, the limited route tree. It did not exist. This kid is a stud. He can run every route. And with the speed and the measurables, this guy is going to be a star at the next level. I'm calling it now. And you know what? What I'm gonna do here is, you guys, Darian Porter comes down with a pick 2 on one-on-one drill. I'm gonna bring these up. We're gonna play some videos. You want to play some videos?
Let's do it, bro.
Let's get it done, man. Salute to the 800 people here in the building. Whether you guys are watching on Twitter or on YouTube, we just want to say we appreciate you guys, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, break them thumbs, and also hit that subscribe button. Am I missing anything in the chat? Just want to make sure we're caught up. Okay, cool. Salute to George Manley on a $5 smackaroony. Let me share this real quick.
Throw that back up for you guys to see real quick.
Share the screen. Boom. This play right here. Let me put the mute on. This is Darian Porter right here. And who's that? Ian Thomas?
Thomas 80.
Oh, is he?
Think so.
Okay. Nice.
Shit.
Is that Ishmael? Let me see. Hold on. Number 85. Oh, it's Keytron Jackson Jr.? I thought that okay, it's Keytron. All right. So nice little pick right there from our third rounder, Darian Porter, you guys. Also, I want to show Jesse got a ton of videos up. So let me get this out of here real fast, you guys. Once again, hold on. Remove this. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of that one, little bro. The other one.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so I'm gonna share screen. Boom, go over here to Jesse. He has a ton of videos up right now. So
it's just gonna pop up when we do this, which is fine.
Yeah, it's all good. Make sure we keep this pass breakup here. Jacorian on Colin Johnson. Once again, 5'11" and 6 and a 6'6" wide receiver here, you guys. Boom. Great coverage. Even better pass breakup right there from our guy, Jacorian Bennett. I'm going to go back real quick. Get out of this. We got Jack Besh right here. I'm excited to see him play this year, man.
Shit.
Besh, that was a one-handed grab right there, bro.
That was fucking sick.
Jack Besh. Look at this shit.
Snatchy.
Jesus Christ. Once again, salute to Jesse Merrick on the videos. We got right here, JT Woods getting some reps right here at the corner position. We know that Pete Carroll was high on this kid, so I'm expecting him to make the final 53-man roster. He said that, you know, the measurables and everything, he's loving what he sees from the third rounder out of Baylor. So, boom. And then there's another video. We watched this one, I believe, right? This is the pick. This is the Tommy Malot rep that I was talking about here. Once again, I know it's just practice, Hammer, but I don't really see it like the explosiveness.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, it just seems like something's missing here. I could be off a little bit, you know what I mean? But I just a little slow off the line of scrimmage.
His throttle down is not there either. Like, he doesn't seem like he has those real quick feet.
Yeah, and once again, I know he's new to the position, so I'm not here to bash the kid. I'm rooting for him. I hope that this kid can make this roster, but it's just that leaves a lot to be desired right there, man. Salute to Trucker Mark. I had so much fun at the Raiders open practice at the stadium. Get well soon, Lonnie Johnson Jr. Appreciate you, my brother, on the $5 special. Salute to X. Albert O is a lesser Darren Waller, but with better hands. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Salute to X.
I'm hoping that lesser just means he doesn't make music. I'm sorry.
Yo, that's hilarious. How tall is Malot? Isn't Malot 6 foot?
He looks shorter than 6 foot.
I could have swore he was 6 foot. I could be wrong. 5'11", 6 foot. Let me see. He's 6 foot. Yeah.
Why does he look? He looks so like it's the camera, I guess.
Yeah, but just not really that. I mean, hey, once again, it's just practice, you guys. So I'm not here to beat the kid up. Only time will tell. I'm excited to see what he'll look like here this Thursday. I'm expecting Malot to get a ton of reps out there. I know they want to see what they have with this kid moving forward. So let me see. I think there's a few more videos right here. Okay, look how fast he just gets out of screen. Oh, this is Jacoby, I believe. This is Jacoby.
Yeah, it's Jacoby.
I'm going to go back to Levi, though. Look at Jacoby, man. Strong hands. Jacoby's going to have a big season this year, especially if we can get this extension done pretty quick, because I know that's definitely on his brain. You know, he wants to remain a Raider. Let's get this deal done soon so we can just move on. But good signs that Gino and Jacoby are still building up that chemistry. Hearing a ton out of Vegas with that connection. Look at these Jamal Adams joints, though. Cold. All right, let me exit out of this one real quick. Once again, I'm going to remove this.
Shout out to Big One of 8393. Shout out to Stokes for taking a picture with my son. 2 light-skinned dreadheads might change his life.
I'm trying to find this. Okay. Look at that. Okay, we talked about that one. Right here, bro. Look at this shit. Where'd he go? Like, bro, where'd he go? Crazy. It just look. He just looks bigger than everybody on the football field.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some fun here, man. We're gonna have some fun here. I'm telling you now, we're gonna have some fun this upcoming season with these rooks. Besh, with Dante. This is gonna be a fun ride offensively. I'm telling you now, we're gonna have some dope moments with Chip Kelly calling that offense. Let me get this out of here. You can get rid of the second knee hammer.
Yeah, somebody said salute to Graphk 1 and Graphk 2.
Yeah, love it. Salute to Taqueria Graphk in the chat as well. Yeah, Gio, we got to calm down with the whole Randy Moss comparisons, man. Let's pump the brakes a little bit, brother. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. Okay, we read the Xavier's. Alberto was a lesser. Okay, yeah. Look, man, that's a. I don't even want to hear his name even connected to Darren Waller. One is an All-Pro, Pro Bowl player. The other one has not done anything since coming into the league. So, yeah. So, get a few questions in, you guys. Once again, training camp is going on right now at Henderson. They are playing indoors today. It looks as though they're trying to beat the heat out there in Las Vegas. It is supposed to be hell out there when I get out there next week. I know that for sure. Look at this shit, bro. Okay, it's 100 degrees already right now. It'll be 104. It's going to be 107 degrees when I get out there, dog.
Have fun.
Yeah, that's nasty work. I'm going to stay indoors for sure. I like that. Daniel. Besh equals
Ooh.
I like that. And I think, you know what's funny? I believe that Stu also made that comparison as well. So it's going to be interesting, man. We'll see what we got with the kid. Lincoln Kennedy on Locked On Raiders Live today said, Besh route running reminds him of Tim Brown. And that came from Lincoln's mouth. He played with Tim Brown. Hey, man, that is huge praise from Lincoln Kennedy, man. So if we can get anything close to Mr. Raider with Jack Besh, we're in for a hell of a ride this upcoming season, man. Let me see. He said the weather is fucked from here on out. The weather is fucked from the fire out here. Oh, okay. Air quality not good.
Yeah, definitely not.
Okay, there you go. Let me see. Once again, I think we're caught up with the chat. Boom. All right, we talked about that. I'm minimizing some windows here, you guys.
Salute to Andy in the building.
Salute to little bro, man. My God, we got to get you back on the channel a ton this upcoming season, man. I'm looking at some more updates, you guys. Once again, looks as though things have slowed down a little bit. So I don't know if they're wrapping up camp right now. It is 11:30 a.m. out there.
Yeah.
Vegas time. Do we have any presser today?
I'm going to look now. I'm going to look again right now because, again, I was on their YouTube earlier and there was nothing. That's why I'd asked you. I'm like, are you sure they're practicing today? Yeah, they got one scheduled for 26 minutes. Darnay Holmes, DCam, Cam Miller, and Tommy Malot.
Okay.
So guess what, y'all? We ain't going nowhere.
Love to see it, man. Wow, Besh with Tim Brown like route running is the ultimate compliment. It definitely is, DeMarcus. It's actually insanity to me, but we shall see, man. He says SummerSlam was whack both days, and there was moments. There were moments, Eddie. I mean, seeing Brock back was so dope to me, and I was texting Hammer like, I hope Brock pops out. I was expecting The Rock. You already know, bro. I was expecting The Rock to pop out and do the whole Travis thing. But, man, it's great to see Brock back in the mix. And then day one with Seth, with the whole work with the knee, I expected it. We knew that was coming. And we talked about this behind the scenes a million times. Like, we knew he was faking it. But the way he threw the crutches, and it was fire. That was a dope moment.
Yo, look at Andy's comment.
Oh, little man is due this week.
Wow.
Hey, Andy, and you know what's so dope, bro? That Big Mike finessed you out of the registry, and now we have it in our text messages. So now we get to buy you a bunch of shit. We seen the list, Andy. We were I just sent it to you right before the live. Yep. So expect the Shieldmore gift basket on the way soon, little bro. Congratulations, man, to Andy. First-time father. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing, man. Always good to see my little bro in the building, man. Travis is done with WWE. Yep, they sent him packing. I heard the same thing. That they weren't happy with the way he was operating. Let's just say that. Let me see. Once again, you guys, we do have a presser here in about 20 minutes. Get some questions in. Let's do a Q&A. It's kind of slow-mo in the Raider stratosphere today, so we're just kicking it, having some fun. Wanted to go over the latest pickups and the latest subtractions with Kyle Phillips and was it Conroy out the way? So get some questions in. Let's have fun. Let's do a little Q&A here and kick it before we get a chance to listen to Darnay Holmes, D-Cam, Cam Miller, and Tommy Malot. Let me see. What are your biggest concerns after the scrimmage? You know what? I don't really have any. I heard some good things about the defense. I heard some great things about the offense. But, there's only so much you can take out of listening to or seeing Team 1 offense going against Team 2 defense. I don't want to jump the gun and be like, oh, my God, Geno was balling out of his mind. It's like, like he's playing against the twos. And
I did like that one touchdown pass in that tight little window.
To Brock.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, there was two of them, I believe, to Brock. He found Dante in the end zone. He found Philip Dorsett in the end zone. Found Mayer on a few nice passes. Found Trey as well. Yeah. So, but also, you guys, once again, there's a method to Pete Carroll's madness right now with the ones going against the twos. The twos, like I get what he's trying to do here. Build up some confidence on the offensive side of the ball right now. Chip Kelly, it looks as though that playbook is going to be totally different from what we've been accustomed to these past however years. I think this is going to be the best offense. I said this on yesterday's show, Hammer, since Gruden was in the building, and I'm hoping that it's even better than that. So I want 2016-esque offense with Geno, out there the quarterback spot and all these weapons that he has at his disposal. So we'll see.
I feel like having our coaching staff the way it is set up right now, like we obviously know that Pete Carroll is more of a defensive-minded head coach, but he has that little bit of offensive mindset of ground and pound when it comes to his running backs. We've seen it in the past with Beast Mode up in Seattle. I'm looking at it like, Chip, this is all you.
Yeah.
This offense, you have full autonomy, full control of, and I think things can only look up for him, especially being back in the NFL. He's definitely a hell of a lot more fit as an offensive coordinator as opposed to a head coach. I think this offense right now, sky's the limit for them.
I'm excited also that they had Ashton Genty lined up, at the wide receiver position. They're looking at him as just an all-around weapon. So not only in the run game, but they're going to utilize him a ton in the passing game. So to see him not just catching footballs out of the backfield, but actually lined up at wide receiver, Chip is going to give so many different looks. This is going to be a fun offense, you guys. Everybody's going to eat. Everybody's going to eat. I'm hearing great things about Mayer. He looks like he's in just rare form. This is the Michael Mayer that I knew, Hammer, from Notre Dame. I'm like, this is the kid that we've been all hoping and praying that we moved up to get him in the second round that he could be. And it looks as though he's going to find a way this upcoming season. He's mentally prepared. Physically, he's ready to go. This is a guy that's going to be a phenomenal asset in that offense. And then once again, Tucker, Dante, the list goes on. I'm excited to see what these guys can do. Salute to my brother Jason in the building as well. It's always good to see the Demon King himself. Salute to my dog. Berserk, just a different vibe from these receivers. Unlike other years, we pick up receivers, Hopefully they pan out. Definitely excited as fuck. Salute to you, GOATs, man. Salute to you, brother. Appreciate you on the $5 holla, man. Salute to Hafi as well on the $10. Hey, Nation, I'm excited for the season and think we will do better than a lot of people think. Whenever ESPN, et cetera, bring up the Raiders, I've noticed they usually don't mention Chip Kelly, which is great, Hafi. But I do believe somebody put it in the chat yesterday. I forgot who it was. Salute to them. That ESPN named us the 9th best coaching staff in football. So I don't know. But either way, look, without these guys even playing the snap, I don't think you need to mention Chip Kelly because when you have 9, I'm assuming that Chip Kelly, he's a major reason why we're there at 9 after having one of the worst coaching staffs in football last season. So, but it's cool. Hey, keep it a secret. Keep it a secret. Hafi, I'm cool with this. Keep it a secret, man. Let them keep sleeping if they want to. But let me say this. I don't think any opposing head coaches, coordinators, whatever, defenses are going to sleep on an offense that has Geno, Ashton Genty, and Brock Bowers out there. Simple and plain. Like, you can't sleep on this offense, especially with the guy in Chip Kelly that just is coming off a national championship with Ohio State. And a major reason why they won it was because that offense was so dynamic. So only time will tell, but once again, man, I'm excited. Salute to Chris, my guy, on the $5 special. Graphk, Hammer, I remember you guys liked Keanu Benton. Yep, the defensive tackle out of Florida. Would the Steelers trade, and what would it cost? I don't think that we need to make a move for another defensive tackle. We have a ton of depth at that position right now, Chris. They're really high on Jonah Lalu. They're really high on Adam Butler, i.e. the extension, right? We brought him back. They like Fotu. They just got Pegues. They just got Tonka Hemingway. I don't think there's necessarily a need to make a move for a defensive tackle. And to be honest, I don't know what that trade would look like and what it would cost, but I would stay away from trying to go get a defensive tackle, especially in the trade market. Like, if you want to go bring in another body, bring in one, through free agency. I'm not going to – and Spytek loves his picks as well, so I don't see him parting ways to go bring in the likes of a Benton. And remember, too, Chris, we do have Laki Tasi on the roster as well right now. Don't know if he's going to be a guard. Don't know if he's going to be a defensive tackle, but he was originally brought in through the international portal as a defensive tackle. So I know they like what they have out there. And then remember, Tyree Wilson. Salute to Chris, man. Our brother Andy says the offense will be better than Gruden's, to be honest. He had a great old school offense, but Chip Kelly has adapted to the new age of football.
Facts.
Great comment, Andy. This is facts, brother. Real talk, man. And Chip does everything offensively. Like, I've seen him use a ton of motioning. I've seen him use his running backs out of the backfield. I've seen 12 personnel. This dude does it all, Hammer. Like, when you watch him, and he has the staff, like he has the actual staff, the current staff to just do so many different things. Once again, you got Brock Bowers, just the Swiss Army knife. You can line him up wherever you want. In the backfield, in the slot, on the boundary, at the tight end position, you got Mayer. This is going to be I can't say it enough, you guys. This is going to be a fun offense, man. Salute to Andy, man. Salute to Solid. Sick hat, Graphk. How many Raider hats do you have? Shit, man. At least a couple hundred. At least a couple hundred, for sure. Probably more than that.
Gold on that shit was fucking fire, too.
Yeah, man. I was gonna wear the other Super Bowl hat, but I was like, you know what? I'll keep the gold and black one on.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, I love it. That's dope.
We having fun, y'all. I'm telling you now, this is what you guys should be in store for this entire season, especially come game day. Like, we're making this shit a lot more interactive for you guys.
Remember, you guys, as well, Thursday, we're covering the game. So hopefully you guys pull up, hang out with us. Me and Hammer call every single game, as many as we can. If Hammer's not working, or if I'm not in Vegas, or we're not moving around, with the Raiders, we will be calling the game. So this Thursday, pull up on either one of our channels. It does not matter, even if you're on Twitter, and come watch the game with us. We're going to have some fun play-by-play. We're going to call it every single snap, you guys. So make sure you pull up on the best duo on YouTube, calling Raider football.
Oh, I got a little sneak peek for you guys, too.
Well, real quick, before you do that, next week, are you going to be calling the game? Because I'll be in Vegas.
The game is at 4:00 Eastern, I think. So, yeah. I should be like I'll be home Saturday. So yeah. Guys, I will be live next Saturday. Niners, Raiders. It'll be a solo show unless Big Mike wants to pull up. But right now it looks like it's a solo show. But I'll still be doing the game full 60 minutes in its entirety. So make sure to pull on up to that. And yeah, just a little quick sneak peek for you guys come game days this season. If it actually wants to cooperate with me, which right now
I'll try and pull up from Allegiant.
Yeah, definitely. Let me see if I can find it. The one that I showed you before.
Andy, that's dope. That's dope. Hopefully, little man comes early so we can watch the game together. That's fire.
Raiders.
Love it, man.
Little graphic in the corner. I love it.
Salute to Greg Papa as well, man. Get well, brother. Get well. Big Mike in the chat says, "Yep." So he'll be around.
So there you go. Mike just answered the question. He answered the bell. He gave us a
yeah. So the Chuck T, my dog. Green Dot will be in the house. Talk. I mean, game day, man. We usually have at least a couple thousand people, bare minimum, watching with us, and we just have fun, you guys. We have drinks, smoke our cigars, we hang out, and we just talk Raider football, bro. If we're getting blown out, we're gonna talk shit. If we're blowing somebody out, pause if necessary, we're going to have some fun. So stay tuned. And yes, man, prayers to the great Papa. This is definitely facts. I hate it too silent, but once again, great Papa, once a Raider, always a Raider, right? I know we don't like the way it ended, and then him going across the bridge, to Santa Clara and calling the games for the 49ers. I hate it. But once again, man, we want him to get right. So let me see. Once again, you guys, we have about 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah, about 15. If they started on time, you know how that goes.
Yeah, man. As the shield turns, One Nation, no mock drafts by week 6. Oh, brother, we will have them up by week 3 if it looks terrible. I'm telling you now, if we leave DC with a loss, and let's just say we're 1-2. Hey, man, I'm telling you now, bro, we are about to bring the mock drafts out immediately. Now, you know what? We'll hold on to it until at least week 4.
You're an asshole.
At least week 4. Mark Coffey. So I was wondering, do you guys think that this is a dope name for fantasy football? I put it on Twitter. Some people kind of frowned upon it, but this is what I think, little bro. And let me know. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down in the chat, you guys. Forehead kiss. That's what my fantasy football team is going to be called this year.
This is all I hear when you have that as your team name.
I tell you what, I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way.
Fucking dumb.
Oh shit. Oh my God, bro. Oh man. Hammer with the greatest sound bite ever. Forehead kiss, y'all. Forehead kiss.
God help me.
Silver in drafts. That's dope. He said Bootygate got even a better ring to it. Chuck T says week 4 is always the marker for any season. This is facts, bro.
Not lying.
Facts. If we're 2-2, we'll do a 3-round mock draft. If we're 1-3, we're going to do a full 7. If we're 0-4, we'll include UDFAs. We'll talk about some guys that'll go undrafted.
Don't we have the joint next week with San Francisco?
What is it?
Joint practice?
Yes.
Isn't that next week?
Mm-hmm. Yep. We have joint practice with the Niners, second preseason game with the Niners Saturday, and we also have the alumni festivities in Vegas Friday, I believe, is the actual party for the alumni. There's going to be a ton of stuff going on in Vegas, you guys. If y'all can't pull up, it's going to be a movie out there next weekend in Vegas. I'll be out there Thursday night. I get out there late, 11:30 at night, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. A ton going on. Let me see. Hold up. So if we're 3-1, that means Super Bowl. Hey, man, talk that talk, brother. Talk. But remember, man, we beat the Ravens last year. And then it was oh, we're so back. And then
Matt, I like that one. Nasty Wilk, another one, Tickle Toes. You're coming out with some really good names.
I like that. Yeah, he went to Seattle, I believe, right, Goose?
Yes.
Yeah. Salute to him. And he's been with the team for many years. Parking lot grafters. Okay. Serial eater.
No, it's his actual name.
Oh, shit. Hey, that's a good fantasy football name, too.
What would the last two that I had was two girls, one cup, and the other was Dicker in the car.
Beef tips. There we go, Ayo. Mount Goutmore. I like that. I like that. The tickle is in. Oh my God.
Yeah, I won't be able to take this seriously anymore just because like it just sounds weird, but the tickle is in. Heck, that's just weird.
Oh my God. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit that subscribe button on both channels if you guys are not subscribed yet. Once again, we are just waiting here for the presser. It looks as though practice is just ending out there in Henderson, where they were practicing indoors today, not outside. I'm looking right now. Geno Smith and Brock Bowers get their revenge on Eric Stokes with the red zone touchdown. Great to see. That connection is real as well. Man, I'm going to be real. Hammer, we were talking about him getting less receptions this year. I don't know, man.
What, Jacoby?
No, Brock, you know, because of how many he had last year, and he was kind of like, he kind of had to, right? He kind of had to. Hold on, real quick. Let me go get this door. I think my son's knocking on the door.
Don't bust that nut. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, hope everybody's having a fantastic Monday wherever you guys are at. Wipe them feet, break them thumbs, all that fun stuff. I think we're 18 away from 10,300 on my end. Make sure to subscribe to both channels for all the best Raiders content out there. Again, 3 days, 7 minutes, 7 hours, 55 seconds and counting away from our week 1 preseason game against Seattle. Make sure to pull on up. I think we're going to start 9:30 or 9:45 Eastern Thursday. You tell me what you want to do, but
yeah.
We're definitely gonna have a lot of fun. I definitely think I still have a couple of some of those Stone Cold beers down in the fridge right now. So should be good to go.
We always start a little early, you guys, and kind of give some predictions. Who we think is going to play out of their mind, who may, have a big game, so on and so forth. So stay tuned. We'll definitely go over that game at least 30 minutes, maybe 45 before the game starts. So we'll be live for maybe 3-4 hours. We usually do that every game. So stay tuned. I like that one Nation. Content. I like that. I like that, man. I like that content.
That's the best fucking text tone I have on my phone, y'all.
Robert, there's no way in hell, bro. There's just no way. Like, that's one player. If he can just stay healthy, please, God. There's no way. There's no way. Let me see. Mark says, Dante Thornton, deep touchdown. Do you think he gets a ton of burn? Seattle this Thursday?
No. I don't think so. What I like, I would love to at least see us out, our offense out there for a whole series, maybe 2, but I don't know.
Okay, I think that Dante is going to get some reps. Once again, I know they want to keep him, healthy, but I do believe that he's going to. I mean, he's still a rookie. He's still a 4th round guy that's kind of showing out at camp right now. I think he needs the reps. I want to see him go out there and play at least a quarter. Why not? I mean, once again, he's still a rookie. I want to see Besh out there. I want to see all these guys. I think Aiden will play a quarter or 2, and then I think Cam will probably play the second half. I have him playing the second half.
We'll
maybe.
see.
I mean, you don't know. But once again, I'm excited also to see our guy Dylan Lowby. I'm waiting to see. I want him to break out. I want him to have a big game against Seattle.
I'm gonna reach out to him. If not today, I'm definitely reach out to him tomorrow and just quick check in, see how things are going with him out there.
Bleeding silver and black, man. This is facts, bro. You want to see those guys out there. That's the good thing about having young rookies that are going to potentially be starters for you is, we get a chance to see them early. We don't have to wait for week 1. We can hear all these great things at camp, but once again, they're probably going to get a ton of reps, during preseason. So I'm hyped about it. I like all the rookies to play at least a quarter, barring injury. Yeah. You know who else I'm excited about, Zon? Is Pegues and Tonka Hemingway.
I can't wait. And we've talked about them a couple of times, actually. Like, we talked about them probably a couple of weeks ago, but like, I really want to see these kids get the reps and see how they look. Like, I'm 1,000% invested in them right now.
Definitely want to see Trey. Definitely want to see Chris Smith out there. But I'm excited to see all these young guys go out there and get some reps, man.
Hades Gates, yes, we're going to be doing the entire game, the entire preseason game this coming Thursday, and that's why we have that clock in the top left corner. That's countdown to our first preseason game. So we will be live giving you the game in its entirety. And Andy asked a question up there before. Do you think we split the division?
I do. 3-3.
I think we're going 4-2 in the division.
Okay. I think we beat every team once and lose to every team once.
I think that there's going to be one team that we sweep this year.
Oh, was it the Chargers?
Nope.
Chiefs?
Yep. That's my hot take. That's my bold prediction this year. I don't give a shit. They're coming back down to earth this fucking season.
I got it 3-3. 3-3, man. I think that they're all going to be tight ball games. I don't think anyone gets blown out. I think it's going to be very competitive in our division this year. And I think if we do sweep any of those teams, I think it's going to be the Chargers. Denver's going to be mean this year. Unless their quarterback takes a step back in year 2, I'm telling you, man, that defense is scary.
That defense has been something to talk about for the last 2 years. So, yeah.
And they have one of the stronger O-lines in football as well. If they can get that ground game rolling with Harvey and company, I'm a little worried about Denver. But, we'll see. But if we sweep anybody, I definitely think it's the Chargers. Because, the Chargers are going to charge her. Like, the injuries happen to them. It just seems like preseason comes or training camp hits, and next thing you know, they lose everybody. So, but we'll see. And we got them, week 2? Week 2. Monday night.
Yeah, that's the Monday night game. I thought you were going to that one.
I'm thinking about it, but I probably won't. That one is that's in LA. Wait, no, that's in Vegas.
That's our home opener, bro.
Oh man, you know what? I was thinking about going to the one in LA this year, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm keeping my options open here. Let me see.
I gotta change. I definitely know I gotta change that work schedule for that day and just do 2 to 7, come straight home, and then do the live.
Let me see. Talk that truth, Hammer. AFC West Roundtable this week. Kiko, I'm gonna reach out to the guys. We're supposed to have it tomorrow, so stay tuned. I know some of the guys been vacationing with their families and traveling stuff like that, so stay tuned. I'll definitely follow up with them today. See what's going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest installment of As the Shield Turns.
As the Shield turns, you guys, we have official action. It looks as though the Shield is spinning. As we do that, I'm gonna reach out to the guys and see when they want to go. When are we live again, fellas? All right, you guys. Once again, we are waiting for the presser, so stay tuned. Darnay Holmes, Tommy Malot, and I'm drawing a blank. Who else we got? DCAM, and there's one more.
Did I say Darian Porter before?
No, it was Darnay, DCAM,
Tommy Malot.
I think there was one more.
No.
What?
Ray, for what?
Oh, bro, that happened a few days ago. He was caught in California. He was on his way to the gun range. He had some guns on him. I don't think that he really truly knew the laws in California. Let me say this, you guys. And Cam Miller. Cam's up there. That's who it was. I can say this firsthand. I've met him. I've had in-depth conversations with Denzel Perryman. He is a good dude. Really great human being. I've never heard one person say anything bad about Denzel Perryman. So look, man, he was on his way to a gun range on his day off, and it sounds as though 2 of the guns that he had, I believe,
were loaded, were
illegal in the state of California.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I don't know the ins and outs of that situation. I'm gonna mind my business on it. But he was arrested for it, but he was on his way to a gun range. So,
damn.
Yeah. Sucks, man. You know, a fully automatic. Yeah, Ron Justice, that's what it was. And in Cali, man, I can attest to this because I'm born and raised out there. You do not want to play around with guns at all. You get pulled over one of them, and if you don't have a license for it, you are cooked. Pace, man. Max and I forgot who else said Lalu doesn't even know how good he is or can be. I want to see what that looks like in year 2. So Max definitely said he doesn't like Lalu doesn't know how good he is. Pete Carroll was pretty much attested saying the same thing. And then I've heard Patrick Graham praise him as well, and Rob Leonard. So, hey, man, and what did he say in his presser? Lalu said, I'm finally getting that confidence about myself in year 2. So, hey, man, we may have a dude right there at the defensive tackle position. I'm excited about it. Lalu can be a stud, and he looked really good for us last year. So the midnight, my guy. My wish would be to repay the Niners and play in the Super Bowl this year in their stadium. I'm just being petty. Oh, I would love it, Midnight. Look, forget being petty. This is facts. I mean, look, I would take a Super Bowl anywhere. I don't give a shit. But if we could play in the Bay Area, in Northern California, in the Niners spot, and do one even better than them and actually win it there, come on, man. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing? And all Niner fans are going to say is, well, we still won 5 and you guys won 4 now. Hey, I don't give a shit. We won it in your crib. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Chat, nah, it's just New York City that's strict. The counties outside of it, whole different ball game, bro. Now, I know from experience.
They were saying that De'Aaron wasn't going to get that 4-year crazy max. I know they made a trade for him, but they already have 2 other guards. I'm just like confused by that. So are they going to trade one of the other young guys? They just had the rookie of the year, and they just took is it Dylan Harper, I believe, at 2. So what are they doing? It's just you get a guard, you get a guard, you get a guard. I don't really. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Let me see. Not a wish that's God's work if we went in their crib. This is facts, Chuck. Facts, brother. Let me see. Niner fans will be still talking. Yeah, man, you already know how this shit go. You know how it goes. Once again, I'm from Northern California, y'all. I hate the Niners more than any team in football. And by a long, like by a landslide. I hate the Niners more than I hate the Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers together. This is just facts. I hope the Niners never win games. I would love for them to go 0-17 every year. It's my pleasure. Facts. Let me see. The Monday night game is going to showcase the 2 best rookie running backs. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We got a chance to see him a little bit in limited fashion in the Hall of Fame game. He's going to have to get it together a little bit. We're talking about Marion Hampton. But he definitely shows some signs of being great, for sure. Let me see. Was it hard? Oh, I mean, you gotta pause that one. That was kind of disgusting the way you worded that. It's nasty. It's nasty. But I mean, it's Jerry Rice, One Nation. You know what I mean? Like, and one thing about that is he didn't want to relocate. He went right across the bridge. I mean, who wouldn't want to pair Tim Brown and Jerry Rice, 2 of the best wide receivers of all time? And we played great with Jerry Rice out there. So it was difficult at first. I'm going to be real. I kind of refused to get a Jerry Rice jersey, and then it happened. Here we go. DCAM, y'all.
You might as well pull this up unless he ain't talking. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Where's the audio? Oh, it's on silent.
See the receivers, like the different receivers in the conference and just everybody. So coming into this year, I feel like it helped me know the different receivers and how to play them and different tendencies that they like to do.
You do a lot of film study of yourself and sitting with the coaches to kind of figure out the good points and the things that you needed to work on.
Yeah, yes, we did. Going over just my press technique and all that. Yeah.
What is the difference maybe between your confidence level right now and where it was last year?
I feel like it's way higher. You know, coming in, like I said, got through in that 5, still played confident, but coming in this year, I feel like I'm that guy. So,
What is it like for you to play for a head coach who's so known for defensive backs, has worked with so many great defensive backs in his career? Now he's kind of bringing that knowledge to you.
I feel like it's really good because like he's coaching like Richard Sherman, tall guys like that. Pete's a good coach for a defensive back, so he like, the pure step. I'm a long guy, so I like to use that technique. I feel like that helped me out, knowing like that he knows the technique and he can tell me and coach me up on it. It helps out a lot.
How good is it to have your cousin here with you?
I good. It's real good. Being from the same place, then being on the same team, it means a lot. Even for the folks back home, they see family members play on the same.
Louisiana
team.
boy, he country as hell, y'all.
I'm waiting for a mumble rap track to drop.
Tough on you. But you want that, obviously.
Yeah.
How does that work out, that relationship? And are you guys getting closer now that you're on the same team?
Yeah, I believe so. Like I say, that's good. Like I need somebody on me like that can, come and talk to me, and vice versa. I can talk to him, and it wouldn't be like no hard feelings or nothing, because we can just communicate with each other like that.
He spoke to us. He also talked about some of the lower times for him.
Cousin is Devin White, you guys, for those who don't know.
And how it also helped to have family here. How's it feel to sort of have somebody older need you at times to lean on? Does he come to you?
Yeah, it's always good when you have that family that you can come and rely on, even if it's football, not football. You come talk to somebody. I feel like that's always good to have.
He said he tried to get you to LSU. What happened with that?
I don't know. They ain't offer me, so I don't know.
How beneficial was it though having a guy a couple years older than you in your family who was having success to kind of set the tone for you and that you can kind of follow when you were growing up?
It was big because like seeing him, especially being from the same city,
Hey, I'm from Texas.
seeing him go to the league, that made me put in my mind that I can do the same thing. And when I see him go, you feel I worked hard. And
my brother Zon.
I'm here where I'm at today. So.
Hey Zon, I got something for you. Hold on.
For you this year, is your confidence level went up, but from a technique standpoint, where do you feel like you improved the most from your rookie year?
Route recognition, knowing the receivers, I know their tendencies and what they like to do. Then overall, just my techniques and myself, like I said, a pure step, like Coach Pete, coach. I feel like that, like things like that, help me out a lot.
Hey, Henry, what are your impressions of Darian Porter been? He's similar build to you, same spot you were in last year as a rookie.
Yeah, I really like Darren. He's a really good player, coming in, like he's a same build, but he's real fast. He's real fast. And he just picking up the game and continuing to grow, and he's gonna be real special.
Thank you, Alex.
All right, one down.
Hey, Hammer, pause.
The hell? Why? What the hell did I do?
No, not you. I got something for my boy Zon. Look.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Good God.
Salute to my guy Zon in the building. Let me take this shit off. I don't feel right wearing it. Yeah, Martin, definitely did.
Pause Olympics are back in full effect, folks.
I was at Chat Sports. I said, I need to leave with this for sure.
Salute to the 959 that we have in the chat. We are on both of our respective X accounts, and we're both on our YouTube accounts. Make sure to wipe them feet, break them thumbs, hit that subscribe button on both channels, and smash the bell to stay up to date with all that fire Raiders content. There we go.
Let me see. I'm good for tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm really good for whenever. Okay. So, yeah, we'll do our AFC West show this week, you guys. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Seems like DCam is starting to feel himself. That's a good thing. That's size, speed, and depth at corner. This is facts, man. Facts. Facts plus tax, man. You definitely want to see him show out this year, especially with Pete Carroll in the mix. I mean, the dude is what, 6'2", like over 200 pounds, physical guy. I'm here for it. Let me see. I think he's 200, somewhere in that 200 range.
I need to be the AFC West triangle table. Yeah, I'm done with y'all.
See. Oh, that's dope, John. That's dope, brother. What's good, y'all? Got sent out to Washington for work. I'm going to be at the preseason game Thursday. That's dope.
Nice.
Timing is everything, brother. Sean, this is facts. Corners have to have a cockiness about them and confidence in what they do. Yeah, because it's one of, if not the toughest position to play in football. Honestly, like corner is definitely, if not one or two, number 3 easily. It's a top 3.
Easily.
Yeah. I mean, you know, O-line is definitely tough. You know, quarterback position. You know, you being the head of the snake per se, right? Like, I mean, but corner to me, it has to be the most difficult position to play.
Quarterback, left tackle, or right tackle, depending on your starting quarterback, and corner. Those are the 3 toughest positions.
Yeah, corner is just rough, man. Because you have to be able to get outside of your like you're going to give up big plays. It happens. You're going to give up plays. You have to be able to say, "Hey, man, on to the next." Because at corner, it's tough. That's why there's not too many shutdown guys. It's like, you know, you see superstars at the quarterback position year in and year out, but like at the corner spot, it's very difficult to get those shut down. Darrell Reeveses, the Seawoods, the Deons. It's just tough, man. It's tough. I was talking to, I believe, Garyon about that. Like, it's just a tough position to play. Especially with all those athletic wide receivers, especially in today's NFL. It's just tough to defend, man. Once again, you guys, we are watching the presser. D-Cam already spoke. We're waiting on Tommy Malot, Cam Miller, and Darnay Holmes. And if they throw somebody else into the mix, we'll be here to cover it. So stay tuned.
Oh, I know I had a shout out that I was supposed to do. And this is from Johnny Kicknuts. Salute to him, man. He was out, dopest name in YouTube, by the way. He was out at a bar out in Cali last week, and he had sent me a picture. He met a guy that is part of the LA Raiders Booster Club. They were established in 82. So salute to all the guys in that booster club. And on a somber note, I had a childhood friend from my hometown, Long Island, that just passed a couple of days ago. Like, we grew up playing football together, was such an outstanding offensive lineman, but even a greater friend. Had been battling. He had 3 brain tumors, chemotherapy over 30 times. And he just passed a couple of days ago. So John and the rest of the cultural family, thoughts, prayers, strength, and faith with you guys. I know this is difficult, and I love you guys to death. I'm sorry I didn't get the opportunity to be back down in Florida and see you one last time, but much love to you and your family, man. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. No more pain. No more pain. Come here, babe. Come here. My dog is bugging me. She probably wants to go out.
Been in this system before.
Darnay Holmes.
Being back with the Raiders, what's sort of been the
My dog look like a mannequin.
Your second year with the franchise?
I'll say just being a contributor on and off the field, you know, being that vet in that room, that vet presence, you know, showing the guys before me, after me, how to have a disciplined routine, and no matter what the day brings, just staying disciplined in who you are and what you bring to the table for sure.
You see you moving outside, playing nickelback.
You got a barbershop chart face, Hammer.
I feel like I could bring value all over, you know, from special teams to nickel to outside corner. You know,
hey, give me the number 11.
Brings, you know, ready for the opportunity. At the end of the day, I'm not a guy who's going to just box myself in this NFL league. You can't box yourself in, because right when you box yourself in, they'll let you lean on that label, you know. So I'm just a guy who's ready just to take on all roles and being that provider on this team for sure.
How tough was it for your room to see Lonnie go down the other day?
It's always tough to see one of your fellow teammates go down. You know, at the end of the day, we know that it's something that's going to make him stronger. You know, at the end of the day, we're going to go out there and showcase what type of defense we was with him. And at the end of the day, he's always on our minds. And each and every day, we make sure we reach out to him.
In what ways have you seen this defense change a bit now that Pete's come to town and he and PG kind of seem like they're kind of melding things together?
Yeah, I would just say just the core principles we lean upon. You know, at the end of the day, we all about effort. We all about the ball. And if you can lean upon those 2 things, you know, at the end of the day, you should have more wins than losses.
Just looking around, how good do you think this defense can be, and where do you have to kind of elevate your game as a unit to be as good as you can be?
Yeah, I feel like there's no limit to it. You know, at the end of the day, I can't give you, generic answer. You know, we haven't played one snap of real football just yet. You know, so at the end of the day, we got high expectations for ourselves, and we've seen the reports out there on us. So we know what we got to do to go out there and showcase that we not those reports. But at the end of the day, we are worried about what's going on inside house, and we're gonna continue to contribute in all aspects in our game.
My dog like he be on a wave cap box, like a wave cap. Like,
What did Dan? Hold on, I just saw Dan say something about that too. Hold up, where is it?
he said, "Yo,
He said sleeveless turtleneck is different. Funny enough, I actually wear a sleeveless turtleneck at work almost every single night.
like a handsome Squidward."
Yeah.
Oh my God! Salute to Darnay Holmes. That was quick, fast, and in a hurry, huh?
Yep.
Their mics are terrible right now. They got to get their
Bro.
audio together, man. This has been like really rough watching these pressers.
They need to hire me for their AV shit because they're doing a shit job right now.
Yeah, we never had an issue with Hammer calling the shots with the audio. I'll tell you that, and the visuals. Shit.
Look.
He said he look like he sells cigarettes, DVDs at the liquor store. Oh, DeMarcus. Oh, man, bro. I just there's gonna be, like I said, so many different looks. I don't know if Darnay is your starter initially. They like Harper a lot. Keep an eye on Greedy Vance as well. Keep an eye on him. Hearing really good things about Greedy, the UDFA out of USC, former Florida State, former Louisville product. Keep an eye on him. But once again, man, Chin's going to be there a ton. Palomalu's going to be there a ton. There's going to be so many different looks. I don't think Darnay is going to be starting in the slot, though. I don't think he's going to be the guy that's going to get the most reps there. Who do you think is going to get the most reps there in the slot?
In the slot?
Yeah.
That's a toss-up right now. Honestly.
Yeah,
I want to get pretty much do my evaluation throughout these 3 preseason games.
Yeah. But I know they like Harper a ton. So we'll see where they go with him. Once again, you guys, wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Break them thumbs. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed yet. We have Tommy Malot and Cam Miller left, and the presser will be up. Once again, I will be live tomorrow, Coffee and Convo, and we may have a double feature tomorrow with the AFC West show. Also, if it's not tomorrow, it may be Wednesday. But we'll be live pretty much every day this week. So stay tuned. Leading up to Seattle, the first preseason game where me and Hammer will be covering the game. So stay tuned for that, man. As always, we appreciate you guys. We almost got 1,000 people here in the building. Midday. Salute.
Yo, Andy said that Daniel Carlson is overrated. Wow. I got no words, bro. Sincere, underrated. Good to see that.
My son in there geesing right now, playing a football game, getting pissed.
They got the new Madden?
Nah, he playing that what's that game on Roblox? It's football. I forgot what it's called, man, but he is in there tripping out, bro.
Oh, Lord.
Let me see. Vikings thought that too before they released him. Hey, man, he's had a few really good seasons with this. Look, man, if you can't find someone to come in and be better than him, you got to hold on to Daniel Carlson. It's not easy to find a good kicker. I mean, the Raiders really never had any issues doing it. We always find ways to have great punters and great field goal kickers. But, I mean, we've had a few rough seasons as well, though. Let me see. He said block Andy ASAP. Fire show as always, making my work production go down, but worth the content. Salute my guy. After bonus is my new Raider beanie just came. Raiders. Salute to my guy, man. Always good to see my dog in the building as well.
What up, Frank?
Andy also said his favorite corner was Amik Robertson. Yo, don't get him started with the whole Amik talk, man. I have a splitting the division and losing to Philly. Oh, here we go, y'all. Cam Miller.
You know, there's been some highs, some lows. I'm just trying to learn stack days. You know, when you have a good day, you just try to build off that and use it as, confidence to keep moving forward each and every day.
I guess, where do you think you've made the biggest strides just in understanding offense or anything from the time you got here when you were drafted to now?
I think the playbook's a lot different than what it was in college. There's just more verbiage. There's more to know. The game is just more expanded than it was in college. So, yeah, I spent the last 3-4 months just really diving into that playbook, asking as many questions as I can in the quarterback meetings without being annoying to those guys, asking Gino and Aiden for any sort of, tips and reminders that I can use when I'm out there.
The last couple of days, the more reps that you've been getting, the more comfortable you've been looking, at least from our vantage point. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm a quarterback that when I get in a rhythm and I get, some momentum going, I feel like I play my best. So it was a little bit difficult during OTAs when you get limited reps here and there.
Bro, look like the bear.
When you can get a whole drive and get rolling and you know who you're playing with and you get comfortable with those guys.
Yes, Chef.
Yeah, the
Yes,
ball
Chef.
gets rolling a little bit.
Sorry,
Yes,
you a
Chef.
lot of action on Thursday. Has it dawned on you that you're about 48 hours or whatever that is away from playing your first NFL game?
A little bit, yeah. I'm just excited for the opportunity to get out there and play against somebody new. And for my first NFL experience to be out there, I think it'll hit me when I'm out there. But right now it's just focused on how can I prepare and get ready for that opportunity.
What has it been like being in the quarterback room with Geno Smith, and kind of what have you learned from him thus far?
I've learned a lot from Gino. Obviously, his resume speaks for itself, and I think just his story alone inspires me. Somebody that was counted out multiple times and then has came back and has been, a top 10 quarterback in my mind. And I mean, he's taught me everything from footwork, speeding up my feet, being accurate with the football. And when I'm watching behind and I'm watching him throw, routes on air, or even team, seeing the way that he moves his feet and throws the ball, it really just pushes me to become better and put the ball where it needs to be.
Talked about, wrapping your head around this.
Sober
offense.
Johnny
What is it that
Manziel.
sticks out to you about what makes it unique in terms of getting guys open and stuff?
I think Coach Kelly does a great job of getting guys open and knowing who's out there. And obviously he has a great resume too. So trusting in his offense, and it's just been so much fun for me to just learn new concepts and stuff where you've been running the same concepts for 5 years in college. And now you get to, the NFL playbook, and there's, thousands of different plays that you can run. And how does this one work against this defense? All this kind of stuff. So it's been really, really fun to learn it.
I'm going to ask, you're throwing the ball to Tommy Malot.
Yeah.
From time to time, that was a rival of yours in college. How's that relationship kind of coming about? And was there any kind of a hurdle to get over saying, throwing it over to Tommy Malot right now?
There was no hurdle whatsoever. I have a ton of respect for him and the way that he plays the game. And in college, he was somebody that it was always fun to go against. And now to be on the same team as him, he's a very like-minded individual as me, very motivated, works extremely hard. So to be able to play with guys like that is awesome for me.
What do you make of your first NFL preseason action coming in Pete Carroll and Geno Smith's homecoming in Seattle?
I know it means a lot to those two individuals. So I'm going to play my heart out and try to, just do my thing and compete. But I know a win would mean a lot to those guys for sure.
What is the mental process maybe like of going from being the superstar quarterback, all the attention's on you, all the game plans are for you, to like a third string guy fighting for your reps? Like, what is that mental process like?
The process really hasn't changed for me. I try to take as many mental reps. For me now, it's more taking mental reps when I'm not in simulating like I am in the game. I'm still making the checks behind the line of scrimmage that, Gino would be making. And if I don't make the right check, I ask myself after
you like the cool supervisor at work
and trying to just
like he'll let you smoke an
visualize
extra
everything that's
cigarette
going
and
on
shit
when
like,
I'm not taking reps. But it's been
anybody
quite
see,
the adjustment from
taking
50 reps in practice in college to a limited amount of reps now. But my mindset has stayed the same. It's making the most out of every opportunity. Every time I get, a chance, I try to give the coaches every reason to not take me off the field.
Tom Brady reportedly endorsed you in the draft. We saw him at practice Friday, at the mock game on Saturday. I'm not sure how much you guys communicated at all, but has he given you any pointers? Like, what has that relationship been like?
We haven't communicated too much, but if it is true that it's very humbling and honoring to know that the best quarterback to ever play the game endorsed me. But at the same time, I have my own path. He had his own path. And I think every quarterback from the age of 5 to, the veteran quarterbacks in the league are all still chasing him. So, just if I do have a conversation with him and he talked to our team the other day, it's just writing down every single thing that he says, because
every time you walk in the room, you hear step
important.
by step, day by day.
I'm fucking done with you.
Day by day.
All right, get this shit off the screen now, because he just fucking. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
There we go. Yeah, he looks like one of the fucking. Well, he is a rookie, but he looks like the rookie on Gridiron Heights. He was missing the baby voice. That was it.
Salute to Cam Miller, man. We having some fun, brother. We having some fun, man. We got one more, I believe, right? Tommy Malot?
Yeah.
One more, you guys, and then we'll be out of here. Salute to everybody here in the building. Going on an hour and a half. We still have about 1,000 people in the building. If you guys can get those likes up, keep us in the algorithm on YouTube. If you're on Twitter, jump over to YouTube, Hammer's House, or my channel. It doesn't matter, man. Get those likes up. Keep us in the algorithm, y'all. When you type in Raiders, you want Shield more to pop up. At least we do. So make sure you guys get those likes up and hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Let me see. Wonder Years looking at.
What would you do if I sang that tune?
Yo, bro. I swear I seen Step by Step immediately.
The older brother.
Cody living in a van and shit. Mr. Lambert.
Yo, I'm done.
Suzanne Summers' son looking at.
Yo. Fucking weak.
Let me see. Touchdown Tommy Frank. He should be approaching the podium here any second. So stay tuned.
Touchdown Tommy Pickles.
And I hope that he hurries up, because this coffee and it got me ready to just race to the toilet, bro. It's nasty work out here in the streets. He said that dude was from High School Musical. Yo, Gio says Susan Summers went to my high school. Holy
damn.
shit.
Was that like 90 years ago?
Damn, bro.
Tell us about the war. Any of them.
Oh my god, bro. Let me see.
He said I got to drink a C4.
Bro, I had one. I had a C4 and I had 2 cups of coffee already.
How are you guys liking the look and the production today? I meant to ask you guys earlier. Just give it a simple thumbs up, thumbs down in the chat, yo.
He said, if you don't make it, Graphk, that's worth 1,000 likes. Yo, that is not cool, bro. He said, I'm excited from a lot. Yeah, I mean, look, the potential is there. The talent is there. The physical attributes, the speed element, everything's there. You just got to be able to put it together. Once again, this is a developmental talent, you guys. Like, he's been a quarterback up to this point. He's moving over to the wide receiver position. It's going to take some time. So, I wouldn't be shocked if he did land on the practice squad and they just developed him there. But we'll see. Oh, come on, Big Mike. We know that. Suzanne Summers was one of them ones. One of them ones.
But you also have one of those fucking workout infomercials too?
I think so. I think she used to do like the little jazzercise shit or something. Something, bro. Let me see. Reminds me of a future Brandon Stokely. If we can get anything close to a Brandon Stokely, Lord, that'd be a great pickup there in the 6th round.
Suzanne Summers had the classic big chest and no ass 80s look.
It's factory. The Thigh Master One Nation. Holy shit, bro.
There it is. I knew it was something. I couldn't remember.
The Thigh Master, dog. Yo, wasn't that little thing you put in you clamp?
Yeah.
Tommy Malot, you guys.
It's one thing to make a position change.
You look like a bad guy on every move.
At this level in the NFL. I can imagine that it's pretty daunting, but how is it going so far? And what have you learned over these last few months and few weeks?
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. It's a daunting task. I knew that going into it. And I'm just, so incredibly blessed to have this opportunity. I think I'm working with the absolute best in the world and working against them. And so every single day, just iron sharpens iron. And it's just a daily process of improvement. I was talking
the day Tommy retires.
Such a great mentor for me.
Oh
right
my
now.
God! I look like a Joe Pesci with more hair.
Your echo is terrible right now, bro.
So detailed in his craft, and so he pulls me aside every once in a while, gives me some
That
ideas
better?
to work on.
Yep.
Because he sees everything. He's a professional through and through every aspect of how he goes about his business, and so he pulled me aside, talked to me about something to improve on for the day, and it's been very helpful. But just the organization as a whole, from coaches to the defense to the other offensive players and everybody working with me, it's been an absolute honor to pursue that. But yes, it is absolutely a great process, and trying to go after it day after day.
Learning about playbook, but also learning the finer details of playing wide receiver, the technical aspects of playing wide receiver. Is it simultaneous, or is it something that you can separate at some point when you're out there getting your reps?
Yeah, no, I certainly think that there's the X and O's piece, and that I think playing quarterback, like I love understanding offenses, and I love seeing how it's a chess game between the offense and the defense, and I've always seen it as since I've played quarterback for so long, it's kind of like I'm the captain that gets the ball out to everybody at the front line that's getting all the jobs done, all the one-on-one battles. And so I essentially knew where people would be at what timing, and now so I do believe that I still have that intuition feeling as a receiver. But yeah, there's so many different details, and there's so much. It's all like a dance, it's an art. Every single play, and so
Speaking of dance,
again, getting to watch the guys taking in every single rep I
you were on to
possibly
something.
can, watching them, if it's routes on air, if it's just a route, during team that I'm not in, and just watching all those guys, seeing how they do it, because it's almost like a dance, in and out of the defense, and there's a lot of things that. There's the finer details that really transcend a lot of people's vision, and so I'm trying to evaluate that and try to implement it to the best of my ability so far.
Is there a receiver, whether it's a current receiver, former, that you kind of like look at film and try to emulate, trying to model your game after?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. So this entire offseason, I grew up as a huge Julian Edelman fan, so I've watched a lot of his tape. Danny Amendola, as another guy that I've kind of watched. Hogan,
AKA Shifty White Boys.
Team there in the tens. There's a lot of guys there that I've tried to watch.
Wow, dog, that was a
guys,
terrible joke,
here,
bro.
The other slots that
Try again.
I've worked with, I think that it's been amazing to work with a guy like Alex Bachman, to watch Jacoby, and there's so many different skill sets all these guys have, but just how their body moves, I think that Alex has been a great guy for me to watch for sure. So he's I think he's a stud, and so I'm very excited for his season this year, and he's a guy that I've certainly tried to watch as well.
Players that spoke highly about Geno Smith in terms of his leadership and being inspired by his story. Just for you, what's it been like working with him and your personal experience with Geno?
Yeah, I mean, he's a professional through and through, without a doubt. Every aspect of how he can, how he holds himself, how he talks within the team, his energy, his effort, his attention to detail, his leadership, all those different aspects. It's been obvious, day in and day out, that he's a guy that, wants this team to be better, and he's pushing this team to be better, and he's going to, help this team win, and he's going to lead this team at every single opportunity he possibly has. And so, it's been an honor to work with a guy like that and see how he goes about his business.
The mentorship from Jacoby, I know he made the switch from quarterback in college, so it's a little bit different, but how much has that maybe helped you guys relate, and has he kind of shared that journey with you along the way?
Yeah, I've talked to him for sure about that, a handful of times. Certainly, transition in college, he's had X number of years now that he's been, made that transition and whatnot. And he was obviously a stud in college as well. And, so, I 1000% believe, that I have the ability to do, go in and do this. And so I think that obviously working with him, listening to him, talking to him has been extremely helpful. I think he's also professional through and through about how he goes about his business and how he, treats people around him, and how he pushes his team to be better, and how he wants his team to win. Those are things that are very apparent every single day that I walk in that room with him. So, certainly, talking to him about those things has been great.
There's another component for you, special teams. Is that a way for you to get on the field pretty quickly? How precious are those reps in special teams? Are you getting comfortable on punt return and kick return and everything else?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. All those things, there's just so many different position changes and so many different skill sets that I've been working on. And, I think there's there's a lot of things that you can do out on the field, but even the
Salute
training
to Tommy. We're just
been
having
amazing.
some fun.
Because I think that, things that being back there, 5 yards removed from the offensive line and seeing it kind of like an offensive coordinator for so many years, you have this vantage point and you're not really turning on, having a ball thrown at you or, looking up in the sky as guys are coming at you. And so there's so many different, opportunities that the training staff has helped me with. They have so many different, eye training, reactionary training, peripheral vision training, all these different things that, you don't have to be out on the field doing all these things and pushing your body to the max. But, obviously when I'm out there at practice, those reps are very, very valuable. And I go out there and I give the greatest effort I possibly can and let that be a non-negotiable. Make sure my attitude is where it needs to be. And, just day after day, just make improvement. And I believe that I've seen, leaps and bounds of who I was, just a month and a half ago, 2 months ago when I was here for rookie minicamp to where I am today. So, it's very encouraging to see that, but I've got plenty of room to grow still in all those different areas. So I'm just taking it day by day and chasing it.
Your first game coming up on Thursday, or their family members are going to be up in Seattle, and how excited are you about getting on the field for the first time as an NFL player?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It'll be a unbelievable moment for me. I just want to represent the Raiders organization the best I possibly can. I will have, my family coming from Montana, and it'll, it's not too long of a drive for them. So they'll be over there in Seattle. And so it'll be, I absolutely want to represent this organization to the best of my ability and put everything out there on the field and, let the cards lay where they might, but, do whatever I can to help this team win, and whatever is asked of me, I'm going to go and give the greatest effort I possibly can for it.
Good. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Salute to Tommy Malot, man. Seems like a good kid. I'm excited to see him this Thursday, dude. Honestly, I'm excited to see what he can string together in terms of tape this Thursday. So stay tuned.
He's still going off?
Huh?
I said he's still going off?
Yeah, man. He over here tweaking right now. I'm about to go in there and clean his clock up.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Here goes Law Dog. Hey, man, listen, dog. It's clear that you didn't grow up in those barbershops that we grew up in, dog. I hear people literally light me up every single day on screen, bro. Like, let's just have some fun, lighten up. It seems as though you have a personal relationship or you know him. That's cool. That's great. No, it's no disrespect, bro. But come on, man. Calm that shit down.
Oops.
I literally, look, bro, we bag all day, every day, bro. Like, you wouldn't survive 35 minutes with me and the guys I grew up with, bro. If he got around me and Fingers, bro, Law Dog would probably cry a miserable death. Like it'd be nasty work. So, but yeah, man. Once again, salute to Tommy Malot, salute to Cam Miller, salute to Darnay Holmes, and who else do we have up there? We had Cam, Darnay, and D. Cameron Richardson. So, salute. Yes, game type. My brother Fingers, man. L Fingers, not Fingers. Let's not turn this into a disgusting joke. No, my brother L Fingers.
I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way.
My bad.
Yo. Yeah, I wasn't gonna take it that far. I see what FU was talking. I wouldn't take it that far, but we're just having some fun. Once again, salute to Tommy a lot, man. As always, salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. We're going to get out of here. I got some things I need to do for the day. Tomorrow, Coffee and Convo. My brother Paul just hit me up too and said, what's good, bro? He wants to do, we were talking about doing a live, talking about the Micah Parsons, Christian Wilkins the agent relationship. So I'll put a live together here. Maybe we might be live again later, man. So stay tuned. But anything on the way out, bro?
Yeah. Wipe them feet, break them thumbs, smash them subs, crush a bell, y'all. Y'all know what it is. 15 away from 10,300. We will be active this entire week. Again, we're 3 days away from our first preseason game against Seattle. So make sure to pull on up this coming Thursday night. 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific time. You see the look right now. We will have a little something else here on screen for you. I'll show it to you guys right now.
While you do that, man.
There you guys go.
I love it.
Ready to go?
It's got the scoreboard ready to go. JT just got here. Did somebody say a disgusting joke? Nasty work. JT, get out of here. Watch the show back. Demokes, Docs is doing what? Pause. Demokes. Somebody get him the hell out of here, man. Get him the hell out of here. Somebody block him.
Taino just asked, what is the news on Bar A?
Zahn says, enjoy your poop, bro. We got to find a game. We got to figure out a game.
You guys pick a game.
We'll talk behind the scenes. We'll keep you guys posted. We want to do a Bar A show at least once a year. Gives me a chance to go up north and hang out with my guys. So we'll keep you posted. We'll keep you posted. But man, other than that, man, let's get the hell out of here. Love and appreciate you all. On the way out, hit that subscribe button and get those likes up. And we will see you, if not later today, tomorrow. We are out.